What's up?
That dang mute button gets me every time. Hi.
How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Pretty good. You upgraded your mic setup, I think.
A little bit. I don't think people were hearing me very well.
Oh, you're coming through loud and clear now.
Awesome. I'm glad
So
to hear.
you were in Germany. We had somebody
Where?
jumping. We had somebody. Here we go. Sabrina is also in Germany.
Hello, fellow Germany friends.
Might be neighbors, and you don't even know it.
That's true. I actually do have a couple of people that are neighbors to me in our community.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to today's Coffee with Michael. Today we are talking with Anna Beck. Anna is a longtime favorite around here. I'm super happy to have you back on. I think this is your fourth time on the stream?
Yeah, this might be. I don't know why you keep asking me back, but I'm glad to be here.
We love you. I think the community loves you. You're niched down very uniquely, in my opinion. I mean, you have a lot of knowledge on Etsy and Amazon, where we tend to focus more on the direct response marketplaces like Facebook and TikTok. So you complement things really well around here. We love you. You round us out.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, I mean, the opportunity is everywhere, so it's kind of fun to be in that position where we can all learn from each other in different ways.
Yeah, 100%. So if you're new to Coffee with Michael, Anna Beck is a little bit of a legend around here. She destroyed it around Mother's Day last year on Etsy, and she's also a talent with Amazon as well. So she's all about those organic sales. Plus, her approach to business I really like, because not that Anna is lazy. You will learn throughout this that she is absolutely not lazy, but she builds her business so that basically a lazy person could run it, right? She's always kind of looking for those things that are low friction. What were you going to say?
No, that I was agree. I'm just going to say, I guess I'm not lazy, but I try to be as lazy as possible when it comes to this stuff.
Well, here, I'll for anybody that thinks Anna might be lazy, what was your goal again last year?
Oh, well, I had posted something like outrageous. It was kind of outrageous. It was like 15,000 designs. I want to do something in a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know I had said that, and I was kind of exaggerating, but the point was that I wanted to have something so far out there that I couldn't quit. You know what I mean? Yep. It's like I had to keep going to get somewhere. That was the concept of what I had said, was just, people were stressed about like, oh, I'd put up 30 designs, and it was like, no, you got to go for 15,000, so you just keep going.
What's the saying where it's like, if you aim for the stars and miss, you'll like land on the moon or something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
It's like you'll still end up there in the stratosphere, probably where you want to be.
Yeah. The idea is somewhere along the line of 15,000 designs, you're gonna find something.
Probably multiple somethings.
Multiple somethings.
So today, Anna's here to tell us how to get more Mother's Day sales on Etsy. Again, she destroyed Etsy last year. I mean, Anna, I think she just started selling with us at the beginning of last year. Mother's Day rolled around, and she just took it to the moon. So it was really unbelievable to see how well she did for Mother's Day. So she knows what she's talking about here. So if you're excited about today's topic, I mean, this is the place you want to be. If you want to learn how to make more Mother's Day sales on Etsy this year, you're in the right place. So before we kick things off, you know how we do it around here. This is going to be the best part of your morning, probably the best part of your week. If you're in a sad mood after this, you're going to be happy. Guaranteed. Best Coffee with Michael that we have had probably this year coming at you. The Digital Marketer's Toast. Are we ready, everybody? You got a drink? Okay, good.
I went and got it.
Hang on. Is it water, though? For real?
Always water. Every morning.
Well, I don't mean to call you out like that, but come on. Anyway, raise up your glasses, mugs, bottles, and flasks, and join me now for the Digital Marketer's Toast. Here's to more conversions, more cash, cheap CPMs, and lower CACs to higher CTRs, much higher CVRs to enable to add accounts and big bank accounts, upsells, downsells, and cross-sells to winning products and repeat sales, and to the thing that everybody knows, the riches are in the niches, but also your email flows. You ready? Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
There we go. Now I feel my brain kind of coming alive. I was struggling with allergies before this, but not anymore.
Yeah, you
My
sound
immune
better than
system
even
is-
10 minutes ago.
What's that?
You sound better than even 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, it's my immune system is kicking into overdrive here. It knows this is the best time of the week. Everything goes up from here. All right, do me a favor. If you enjoy the Coffee with Michaels, if you get value out of these, if you want us to keep doing them, show us some love here. I want you to like the post. If you're on YouTube, do you like YouTube videos? What do you do? Whatever YouTube allows you to do, like it. Subscribe, hit that notification bell, do all the fun stuff that we want you to do. And why don't you let us know where you're at in the world? Anna is in Germany. So let's hear from our European brothers and sisters here. What's up, David? Facebook user, Dean, Daniela, I think.
Yeah, I think
yeah,
so.
Welcome.
Hello, cheers.
Sabrina,
hello.
like the Purple Hearts. Gary Hare, what's up? We got Joe. We have Dan from Boise. That's like a country in Europe, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. I've heard
Somewhere
of it
before. We have Jules from Amsterdam. What's up, Jules? Jules manages our Amsterdam facility. He's like
cool.
the head honcho over there. So welcome, buddy.
Hi.
Nice to see you on here.
He's going to get ready to sell on Etsy.
Yeah. Cheers. From Adelia, Australia, 1:40 a.m. here. That is dedication right there.
That is commitment.
And you just toast it with coffee, right? Your day's just getting going. I tell everybody that before holidays, you should reconsider sleep. And maybe that's what's happening here.
That's true. She's taking the night shift on.
She's just pulling an all-nighter, getting some designs out.
Yeah.
I like it. Colorado, what's up? Facebook user. Hey, if you're showing up in the comments as Facebook user, go to StreamYard.com/Facebook. Is that right? Or is it Facebook.com/StreamYard? It's one of the two, and you got to give it permission to show us your name. So go take care of that, and I'll know who we're talking to here. Joe's from Northwest Indiana. Vagapa. Vagapa Gifts. Okay. Stockholm, Sweden. What's up? Toronto, Maryland, Ecuador. I dig it. Mauricio from Antarctica. Welcome. Jersey, Florida, Africa. He's not really in Antarctica. I wish, though. I wish. We're going to try to get him there at some point. I keep saying we need to start like a GoFundMe campaign or something. Every Coffee with Mike will just, we'll chip away at it until we can buy him a ticket. All right. What's up, everybody? London. Holy cow. Glad you're here. Excited for today's stuff. Let's get into it. Some testimonials. So if you're featured here, by the way, you got some swag coming your way. I'm going to tell you how you can get swag here at the end of this. Testimonials from Rachel, edging towards $5K in revenue. Congratulations at $4,100 right now, $4,200 right now. Got my first Amazon sale last night.
Woo-hoo.
So Anna, kindred spirits here.
Yes, absolutely. Congratulations.
Only listed 3 products, 2 of which have been suppressed images for the mahogany box. Not sure I totally understand that. Amazon is definitely a learning curve. Thanks, ShineOn and team. Michael, Chris, and Anna Beck. She calls you out in here.
I know. Isn't that nice? Thank you,
awesome.
Rachel. I know.
Thanks so much, Rachel, for posting in the group. Thanks for the screenshot and the encouragement. You got some swag coming your way. Kumal, I think is how we say that. TikTok ads have been performing very well. Spent $700 last week. Great results. My ad strategy is simple. Go check this out. This is a value post here. Go check this out. He's giving you his ad strategy on TikTok. He spent $700. He's got $3.6 thousand in revenue. Hard to say if all of that. Yeah, look, last 7 days, $3.6 thousand in revenue on $700 in spend. That's incredible. That's almost a 5 ROAS. It is a 5 ROAS, actually, just over. That's amazing. And he's dropping his strategy right here in this post, everybody. Go search for this guy right now inside the Facebook group. Kumal Muhammad Ali. I hope I said that right. It's a good effort if I missed it. Go search for him right now in the group. He's dropped a really cool value post here where he's giving you a strategy on how he did this. This is amazing. We love to see this kind of stuff in the group. So Kamal, you got some swag coming your way, buddy. Thank you so much for sharing. Finally, if you want to get free swag, did I skip somebody? Or we only have 2 this week? That's okay. If you want some free swag, right? Every single week we draw between 2 and 5 posts. Drop a testimonial with a screenshot, a new revenue milestone maybe that you hit. It can be your first sale, can be your first $1,000 in revenue, first $10,000, $100,000, whatever it is. If you're excited about it, we want to celebrate with you. Drop the post in the group with a screenshot. And then if something's working for you, a new ad strategy, a new platform, tips, tricks, anything like that, drop them in the post. We would love to feature you here in ShineOn Coffee with Michael at ShineOn. Feature you on our weekly live stream here at ShineOn. Anyway, drop it in here. We'll send some free swag coming your way. All right, so quick disclaimer. I am struggling with some allergies, and I've taken some medicine today, and I'm kind of feeling it up here. I'm not hitting on all cylinders, so you're gonna have to bear with me.
I'll do a lot of the talking for you.
Yeah, I'm excited for that part, actually, when I can just sit back and drink my coffee. All right, latest news quickly. So Coffee with ShineOn next week. Yours truly is not going to be here. It's going to be hosted by Jim, Kirsta, and then Steven DeGracia, and they're going to be doing product teardowns. So if you would like to get a free product teardown, go to teardown.shineon.com and submit your product. Teardown.shineon.com and submit your product. What this is, they're going to pull your product up. Now, they're not going to be able to get to everybody's, unfortunately, but they'll grab 3, 5, 6, 7 of them, kind of depending on how much time they have. They're going to pull it up, and then all 3 of them are going to look at your product and kind of give you tips and tricks and pointers on how you can improve it, right? It's super helpful. If you've never been through one of these, I highly recommend that you at least watch, even if you don't want to submit your product for review. If you've never had a winner before, I'm telling you, Kirsta, Jim, and Steven, I mean, they live in winners. They have the system down so well. They're just constantly cranking out new winning products. This is a huge value. I mean, really, you should probably be charging for this. We're doing it for free, okay? Teardown.shineon.com, teardown.shineon.com if you'd like to have your product torn down next week. They are friendly and polite about it too. Your feelings won't be hurt, I promise. All right, let's keep going. Also, we're running a contest right now. We're trying to collect testimonials, okay? If you could do us a favor, please go to contest.shineon.com, contest.shineon.com. If you've had any value from the Coffee with Michaels, from our training, our coaching, the shots of espressos, if you like the Facebook group, if you like the platform, if you've made any money with us at all, please do us a solid. Go to contest.shineon.com and submit a testimonial video. It can be a short one. You can do it right on your iPhone. It can be 20 seconds long. You can just say, hey, my name is this. Join ShineOn at this time. I've done X number of revenue in it. I absolutely love the products and the features, and I can't wait to see where we go next. Perfect. We would love to have that as a testimonial. And one lucky person from the testimonial contest will get $500. We'll get $500. So please, contest.shineon.com. It ends March 31st. So about 10 days left. We would really, really appreciate your video. All right, the Monumental Challenge is here. I believe registration for this closes at the end of this month. ShineOnChallenge.com if you'd like to be part of that, ShineOnChallenge.com. It's completely free to join. Most of the content is tailored for folks that are relatively new. So if you're new in the door, maybe you haven't made a sale yet, maybe you haven't made your first 10 sales yet, or hey, I haven't caught a winner, this group is going to be perfect for you. The challenge will be perfect. You can join the challenge. You get into a special Facebook group. You go through it with like a cohort of other students. Maybe you can make some friends that are on the journey with you. It's a great place to kind of learn the ropes, right? Because even in my Coffee with Michael, sometimes the content is fairly high level, and you need to start kind of earlier than that. This is a great place for it. So ShineOnChallenge.com, if you'd like to sign up for the Monumental Challenge. This is hosted by none other than Tammy. She's absolutely amazing. She's run the previous challenges. We've had nothing but glowing feedback. The results also were just out of this world. I mean, the challenge we ran for Christmas, it was some ridiculously high revenue number generated from just those in the group. I mean, it was definitely in the millions. It was a very healthy 7 figures. So it was incredible. So go join the challenge. It's free to join and it's amazing. All right. Next up, we got a little teaser for you. We got a new product coming out. We're aiming to release this one next week. It's not what you think it is. I see what it looks like in the picture. It's not what you think.
Totally just teased me.
Yeah.
That's mean.
Well, that's the goal. That is the goal. This is, we get to torture you every now and then. And this is how we do it. So this is a little teaser. We hope to release this sometime next week. Again, it's not what you think it is. So use your imagination here. It's a pretty cool product. It's been one that's highly requested, actually, and it's going to be great as we move into Mother's Day and a few other kind of holidays right here at the end of spring. What would it be? The beginning of spring? That kind of thing. So you're going to like it. Diamond ring. I'm not going to tell you if you get it right. I will not tell you. Okay, let's keep going. Coaching.shineon.com. If you want some coaching, we've got some of the best media buyers in the world, especially with ShineOn. I feel like, and we specialize mostly right now in the direct response space. Coaching.shineon.com, coaching.shineon.com. These are some of Kurt's revenue numbers he posted last year. This guy's a beast. 1.4 million in October. I mean, he absolutely crushed that in December. But 1.4 million in October. He had a $154,000 day. So in a single day, he did 154,000 in revenue, which is just, it's unbelievable. And you can also see we've got a real healthy spread here between Facebook and TikTok. So I think we're probably in the top 5 media buyers on TikTok in the world right now. We got in early. We had the right minds on it, and they're just crushing it. So if you want to learn how to do any of that, coaching.shineon.com. Okay, and then finally, I do think it's finally. Yep. Finally, Shots of Espresso. We post these every single week. They're free guides, tutorials on more advanced concepts, right, related to how to sell ShineOn products. We do it for free. Go check them out. Jim, Steven DeGracia, or Kirsta post it every single week. And again, they're free, completely free education. You want to make sure you're taking advantage of it. You're going to love it. So the best way to stay caught up, though, in everything we have going on, because we got new products coming at you, new feature releases. We have the Shots of Espresso, the Coffee with Michaels. We have a virtual mastermind. Why didn't I have a slide for that, actually? We have a virtual mastermind coming at you next week. I don't have a slide for it. Oh, that sucks. We have a virtual mastermind coming next Wednesday. We are going to allow people to buy tickets. In fact, I may give away one free ticket to it here a little bit later in our Coffee with Michael. Man, I'm so bummed I don't have a slide for that. I'm a little distracted by that now. So that's next Wednesday, I believe it is. Jim, Steven, Kirsta, John, and myself are all going to speak at some point in it. We're going to have masterminds in the future. We decided to keep this one to just ShineOn employees to start. We kind of did that because we weren't sure how good we were going to be at the mastermind thing, and we didn't want to embarrass ourselves in front of some fine people like Anna. So we're keeping our dirty laundry kind of behind closed doors for now. So that's next Wednesday. I'll give away a free ticket. We are going to make it available for some people to purchase tickets. It'll be cheap. Don't worry about it. Anyway, yeah, so that's coming too. If you want to get all the latest on the news, up at the very top, there's a featured button inside the Facebook group. Click that, and then you'll see anything that's come across that's important. We mark as an announcement. You'll find it in there, and you'll be able to get caught up. So, I always feel bad for my guests because I have quite a spiel at the beginning of every one of these. Are you still awake? You're muted. Got you again.
Got me again. Yeah, I'm here. I'm ready.
Awesome. Let's get into it. So, Etsy, just a quick reminder to everybody. Fact, every living person has a mother, right? The market is absolutely huge. The dates you want to look out for, March 27th, so 9 days away, is UK and Ireland's Mother's Day. From what I understand, they don't buy a lot of like jewelry type items over there, but still, we have seen a little bit of an uptick in sales from that. May 1st, if you speak another language, you might be able to capitalize on one of these countries. And then May 8th is the big kahuna, right? You have the USA, Australia, New Zealand, and Canada which should also be bold right here. This one is absolutely massive. After that, you have where's Germany? Germany. Is it here? Germany's in here too. Are you going to try Germany, Anna, with direct response?
Because German is not my native language.
Not
and
there
I'm
yet.
not even close to I'm more of like a 2-year-old kind of German language.
But your kids could help you write like the sales pages and stuff.
They probably, yeah, that's probably true. They're very capable of that.
Well, anyway, Germany's a massive market. If you speak a foreign language, you'll definitely have an edge here. So anyway, let's keep moving in the interest of time. So again, May 8th is the one you want to be focused on. Here's just a quick Google keywords trend so you can kind of keep an idea on, when the interest picks up for Mother's Day. You can see right here around the middle of March is when things kind of start to tick up for Mother's Day, and it just climbs to a kind of a frenzy here until probably, 5-6 days before Mother's Day. Which is kind of interesting. Expected total spend this year for Mother's Day is $24 billion in the United States, $24 billion, which is a ridiculously large number. Another way to think of it is it's $24,000 million, right? Probably never heard it said that way before. It's a lot of money. $1 billion is a ridiculous amount of money. And then ShineOn's order volume. So we are right here, right? So this is March 18th. Right. And this is kind of what sales trajectory is going to look like between now and our shipping cutoff. Right. So the sales peak 6-7 days before Mother's Day. This also just so happens to correspond with our shipping cutoff. So you can see sales just continue to climb from here on out. So you guys are in the middle of a selling season. This is an amazing time to get your products out there. And Anna's going to tell us how. Okay, Anna, it's your turn now.
Okay, awesome. So I have a little bit of a different system, and you actually have a couple options when you're just starting out. So when you're first starting out, you can choose to go with the platform, and that gives you a free integration to Etsy. I have chosen not to go that way. A lot of people ask that question, like, oh, can I start on the platform? You definitely can, but I have chosen to start by putting everything ShineOn related through my Shopify store. The reason why I chose to do that is because I can push out my products to multiple platforms without doing double the work. So I start on Shopify, and then I set up my Etsy account, my Amazon account, I have a Facebook ads account, and I push my products out that way. So that's where you want to start, is you want to get your Shopify account up. Another benefit about starting with Shopify is that ShineOn has a really cool tool called the bulk upload tool, right? I think it's called the bulk upload tool. Something like that. You know it if you saw it. And the benefit of that is that you can upload multiple designs to one product. And so you're going to save hours and hours of time. Where if you're using the platform right now, that tool is not available. I'm sure it will be eventually, but as of right now, it's not. So you're going to be uploading, you could be uploading one design to one product and then to the next and then the next and then another design and repeat. So you really slow yourself down. To me, this, for the cost, there is a cost to having Shopify. They do have a free or a lower cost option for $9 a month. And then I use Said Commerce as my integration. And that also has an expense. But for me, it's the cheapest employee you could ever have. Like, you cannot pay somebody to upload the amount of products that you need for the simple cost of Shopify and Said Commerce together. So that's where I start when that's where I tell people to start, coach people to start, so that they can maximize their time and also set themselves up for success across multiple platforms.
So just to circle back on that. So our platform does not have an Etsy integration. Anna still prefers the Shopify app because you're also selling on Amazon and other places as well. And I also know you were fairly committed to Said Commerce before our integration even got here. So there's that as well.
Yeah, this was my solution a year ago. A lot has actually changed with ShineOn over the last year that has allowed us to do more things. But a year ago, this was what I figured out to make my system work. And it paid beautifully. But I still find it to be the best system in terms of creating a robust system. But there is the platform. I want people to know that's available. It's a free option. It's great. It works really well. There's no problems with it. It's just not where I want to start.
Yeah, everybody's different. You guys go where you're going to find success. We are just here to support you on your journey.
Yeah.
Just so you know, Anna, we are probably going to solve this problem this year.
I hope so. Well, okay. This is another Amazon. Actually, you're really slow. I've talked to John about this. There's one problem that I've had for a long time, and I think he'll solve it in the next week or two for me. And then it's already solved for me. But hopefully you'll make it even better.
Is it the photo problem still?
It's still the photo problem.
Okay.
But I didn't know it was the photo problem but now I know what it is.
Okay. I got it. We are actually making some changes to our process where everything is going to have that standard white kind of thing. Everything. One of the first images we take is going to be that. So it's coming.
Yeah. So I talked to John. You had the white photo, but it wasn't the right part of the product, I guess. Amazon's been picky. So I talked to John about it. I think it will be worked out, and then like all my problems will be solved.
Okay, sweet.
So, you know what? And actually talking about just saying there's a problem, I want you guys to know that when you're starting out, even people who've had experience for a year, you're always going to be running into problems. And so if you can kind of go into the mindset that it doesn't necessarily, it gets easier, but you still have problems. Like you'll always have problems along the way. And if you can just keep writing those out, that will really, really help you as you start, especially because the beginning can be frustrating. But
there's a saying that that which hinders your task becomes your task. Right. And that's never more true than when you're an entrepreneur. Because
it's so true. It's so true. Absolutely.
You have to wear all the hats, right?
Yep. Yeah, exactly. So as Michael has said, ShineOn really focuses on interruption marketing. So they're really big into Facebook. TikTok has really taken off in the community, and those are really great options. But when I started a year ago, I started with Etsy. And because Michael said I am kind of a lazy seller, I want to keep it really simple. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I have multiple kids. And so for me, I needed I already had a lot of knowledge on Etsy and Amazon, and I didn't want to start fresh. Like I didn't want to learn Facebook. I didn't have interest in that because I saw the value of this product being on Etsy and Amazon. So when I was looking for the simplest way to start, Etsy was actually the opportunity I saw because I had the said commerce integration. And an integration is super, super important because you don't want to do manual orders. I've actually done that before with an Etsy store where I was selling a print-on-demand product, but because the way I was selling it, I had to do a manual order every time. And what I found out was that essentially my job became a order processor, and it's terribly boring. It's very unexciting, and it just sucks up your time. So what it did is it ended up kind of taking away from some of my Q4 because I was focused on processing those orders opposed to putting up more designs onto t-shirts. So this is why I started with Etsy, and I'll tell you some other great reasons as to why I started with Etsy as well. So first of all, Etsy is a great low cost way to start selling ShineOn products. But don't be deceived that just because it's low cost that there is not an opportunity there that will pay you well. There's definitely an opportunity. There are stores. I mean, I've been excited about what I've done, but there are stores that are doing even better than me on Etsy.
Can you share?
Way better than me.
Do you feel comfortable sharing some of your revenue numbers for those that don't know?
On Etsy, I've done over 200,000 in revenue. So yeah, last year between Etsy and Amazon, I had about $500,000 in revenue with those products.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, it was so crazy. I mean, we've talked about this so many times. It's like it happens to you and it's like a dream. You just can't even believe it's possible sometimes.
It was mostly organic too, right?
Yeah, definitely. So, there's definitely things I've changed over. I mean, not much though. I still, my strategy really is not changed much since I first started.
That's awesome.
So yeah, I love organic traffic, and that's the benefit of being on Etsy and Amazon is the buyer intent is there. People come to buy stuff on Etsy and Amazon. So, and which leads to the next reason why you might want to start on Etsy is because people come to Etsy, they want to buy products. They're actually looking for specific products. And on Etsy, people really love personalized products or unique products or products that feel handmade. And a ShineOn product is a perfect match for that and for those buyers. So that's really cool because if you put the right product in front of somebody, then you have a chance of getting a sale. You can also get set up with Etsy in just a couple hours or even less. In my course, I teach how to get set up on Etsy, and it should be like 30 or 40 minutes because, again, we just get through it. We rush through it because it's important to get set up, but you don't need all the bells and whistles. You just need to go through the simple stuff, and it doesn't take a lot of time, and then you can start selling. There isn't a monthly fee on Etsy. You do have listing fees. It's 20 cents a listing, but you don't have any monthly fees, so can't complain about that. And then we don't have fees on ShineOn. I mean, of course, we have to buy our products, but we don't have like a monthly membership or anything to sell ShineOn products, so that's pretty cool. And then another benefit of Etsy is that they will run Google Ads for you at no extra cost. So when you make a sale on a product that Etsy has ran Google Ads to, then you will pay for a fee there. But that is another platform that you're technically selling on without doing the extra work. So I'd have to look at my analytics, but definitely a lot of my sales come through this revenue stream. And it's great because once again, it's work that I don't have to do and I still get to be on Google. So that's pretty cool. I've already kind of talked about the integrations. The integrations are really awesome because it allows me to focus on just getting products up, come up with new ideas and do research and not having to worry about manually processing orders because that's boring and you don't want to do that. It's a time suck. And then the nice benefit of Etsy is that you can really create a steady income and it can last for years. I have had some products that I sold on Amazon 5 years ago that are still selling every month and every year. And that's the potential with Etsy and Amazon is that you can have products that if you become first on it or it's just like that hot, it can really last year after year or month after month. And you've done the work once, right? And maybe you add to it to give it more power, but you've done the work once and then it keeps creating income for you. So that was what I love.
If you hit a winner for like a holiday, like Mother's Day, for example, do you think that thing will win again this year? That it'll take off?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's incredible.
Yeah. I found that with my first viral product that I had on Amazon. This was 5 years ago. So my first year, I made when it was at its peak because it's a holiday product. It did $10,000 in profit, and then the next year it actually did 10,000 again, and then the following year it did 20,000, and then this last year it was about the 10 to 12,000 range again. So
that's amazing.
Yeah, so you definitely can have like a little bit of a fluctuation, but there's definitely potential. There's obviously never a guarantee. It depends on lots of things, but there's definitely potential that you can have a nice humming along income without doing work constantly. It just is there. So
that's incredible.
I know it is. It's so cool. And that's why I love Etsy and Amazon.
I need to get me some of that organic cash.
Right? It's like a money tree. Who doesn't want a money tree?
100%. The fact that you can just the winners just roll on year after year is a little bit mind blowing. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's incredible. And there's always kind of, I like to say there's tiers when you come to these platforms. So there will be things that will roll on. There'll be things that maybe die down, but then you'll find a new winner, and it just kind of keeps humming. But the potential is definitely there. The organic traffic is definitely there to help you just kind of make a business that's a little bit passive, right?
Love it.
Yeah.
You ready for the next one?
Yeah, I am.
Cool. You just tell me when to flip, and I'll
Okay.
follow your
All
cue.
right. Sounds good. Let's see here. So the question is, why would you want to add your designs on Etsy if your main bread and butter is Facebook ads? This is such a good question, and I actually now am in the Facebook ads world a little bit more. I wanted to see what I could do there. And I hear the Facebook guys, you guys all sound so stressed out all the time. And now I get it because Facebook's so stinking stressful. But one thing that is nice about Etsy is, first of all, you can have inexpensive testing. So Facebook ads, you're throwing a lot of money at Facebook ads. Now the return can be amazing. Like I'm in Mario's coaching group, and he has had some amazing results, and it's awesome, but you're spending a lot of money up front. With Etsy, you have inexpensive testing. You can put up as many designs as you want, and it could sit there, and you might have something that doesn't sell for a while, but then it could take off. Maybe like the trends change in the season, and all of a sudden it takes off. So you could also have like a product that maybe is kind of working, and then you could test some more ideas or concepts around it, and it's cheap. It like costs you 20 cents a listing. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, and then 20 cents a listing, so it's not much to throw anything up. And then it can sit there. It does renew every 4 months, but it can just sit there. It doesn't need to go away. You don't need to keep putting money behind it. And depending on the season, so say you have something for Mother's Day, well, probably it may not sell. It may sell during like Mother's Day. You might have a great run, and then it might go quiet for a few months. But then once fourth quarter comes up, for another 20 cents, you have your winner or your sales coming back for Q4. So that's pretty cheap. Designs that go on Facebook often translate well to Etsy and Amazon if you have your keywords right. So you might get some sales coming through Facebook ads, and it's just a great way to diversify where your sales are coming from. And again, it's not that much extra work. You've already done your research. You should already know who your perfect person is. So with good keyword research, you're just making your designs go further and getting money. So I know that I was talking to somebody about this actually just a couple weeks ago, and he has this like crazy Facebook winner, like crazy. I was just like, come on, you got to get these up on Etsy and Amazon. And he's like, I know. Finally did. And like that week got his first sale. Like it was just that easy. It's like that was just free money on the table.
Yeah, I mean, really, if you're doing Facebook and TikTok, you should just be trying to syndicate your products out to Etsy and Amazon too. There's no reason not to, because it's just an additional opportunity out there in the universe waiting to bring in some sales.
Yep, it's true. And the other thing too is if you're on Facebook ads, people are smart, and they're going to go look on Amazon first of all, because they're going to say, can I see this? Can I get it for cheaper on Amazon? Right? Or maybe they want to see reviews on it from Amazon or from Etsy. Then your product is there too, and they have the opportunity to buy it in multiple places. The last reason why you might want to be on Etsy is that it's just a more stable platform, in my opinion, than Facebook ads. Facebook ads is kind of like a upset toddler. You just never know when it's going to throw a huge tantrum and shut you down. I find that Etsy, we've kind of talked about this before in previous Coffee with Michaels, about how when you first get on the platform, sometimes they'll disable your account because they just want some more verification that you're a real human. But once you get past that kind of initial initiation, then it really is a great platform. If you're following their rules, it's very, very stable. They often don't come for no reason. If you're playing by the rules, it's a very stable platform, and it can be reliable for sales.
Awesome.
Yeah. All right.
The next one?
Ready for the next one. Okay. So let's talk about what is possible with Etsy. One thing that I have found is people feel like Facebook ads feel so out of their reach, right? They're like, wow, there's just a huge learning curve. I'm throwing a lot of money at it, and that feels really scary. And so they feel like Etsy, well, I can go with Etsy. Or people go, is it even worth it? It's just like a cutesy little artsy platform. Guys, I am here to tell you that Etsy has real income potential, that if you're excited about Etsy, there's no reason why you should just dive into it. So we had this chart made to kind of give you an example of how, oh, I'm sorry, my kids are knocking on the door. Hold on 1 second. Hey, close the door, please.
I know what this is like.
I know, this is like our busy after school time. There you go. Thank you. Close the door.
Yeah, my kiddo, I've got him trained. He knocks. He goes,
Oh,
Daddy,
good.
are you on a call? Are you doing
That's
coffee
cute.
with Michael? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. This is, yeah.
I'm
That's
sure
how
one
it
of these
goes,
days
right? When
he'll
you're an at-home entrepreneur.
Yeah, I'm sure one of these days he'll make a guest appearance here, but so far,
Probably.
so good.
Yes. Okay. So I remember when I was figuring out my profit margins when I just started. This is actually really fun to be on Michael or Coffee with Michael this year, because it really was a year ago this week where I started to see my whole life change in front of me. This is really when my sales started to take off for Mother's Day, and my hope turned into reality, and it was crazy, like super crazy. Going back to numbers, last year on Mother's Day, I made over $100,000 on Etsy and Amazon in like 6 weeks.
Profit.
So
you're not talking
profit.
revenue.
I'm not talking about revenue.
Yeah.
You guys, it was crazy how much that has changed me the last year. Like, my concepts, my ideas are totally different. But one thing that really sparked my interest before I knew what was possible and believed that it could be for me was looking at this chart right here. I once upon a time saw a chart about what it takes to get to $1 million. Okay, so that chart, those numbers always kind of stuck with me, but I'm kind of made a chart similar to this when I first started selling on Etsy, because that was my first platform. And I looked at it and I said, all I have to sell is 5 products a day at $20 of profit margin to get to $36,000 a year. Like 5 products, guys. That's insane. That's nothing. That's like nothing burger at all. Okay. So then I like kept going, okay, well, what if it was just 10 products a day? Okay, 73,000 in profit. That's crazy, guys. That's more than the average income for a person in the United States. And if you're out of the United States, that can go even further, right? So that's crazy. And then if I'm just selling 20 products a day, I'm a 6-figure earner. That is insane. And the big comparison for me, or the big aha moment, is when you consider this next to t-shirt sales. Is the next slide show the t-shirt comparison? Did we put that one in there? No. Okay. So I was previously a t-shirt seller, and I've done coffee mugs. I actually still have stores with those things in them that just sit and they make me sales, and it's cool. But when you look at a $2 or $3 profit margin on a t-shirt, or okay, at most a $8 profit margin on a coffee mug or on a t-shirt, then you realize how crazy it is to have the opportunity to sell something that has a $20 profit margin. It means that your work, you're doing the same amount of work for a mug, for a t-shirt, and for a message card. But you realize that all of a sudden your work is worth way more because you're making like 10 times the profit, right? It's insane. And so that is the key to having these numbers, is the fact that we have such amazing profit margins with jewelry. And that's why I went all in on it, because I was like, well, shoot, if I can make $20 opposed to $3, I'm going to commit myself to this. And I'm so glad I did, because of where it's led me to, of course.
Well, the other thing, what always amazes me about this business model is, I often say I think this is the greatest entrepreneurial opportunity ever of all time in the history of the world. And I kind of mean it, because the leverage we have here is almost infinite. Like you basically created a design which theoretically took you an hour, let's say, on a difficult design,
Yeah.
right? Or whatever. I mean, you came up with a phrase and you went into Canva, and then you took a restroom break and you came back and played with your kids, and then you published it. And so like an hour went by,
Yeah.
right? But that design, the one listing, made you $100,000 in profit. So
Yeah.
like think of the leverage there. Think of what
Yeah.
your return on the time that you spent. So like you basically went from, most people spend their entire lives trading time for money,
Yeah.
right? Hours worked for an income. And what's so amazing about this business model is it allows you to trade a creative idea, a spark of inspiration, some ingenious, niche you're going after, something like that, for outsized returns, right? That's
Yes.
what's so
Yeah.
amazing to me about it. So
So
it's just
amazing.
like, go
Yeah.
ahead.
So let me tell you also one other thing that is super amazing is that when we're talking about leverage and time, one thing that happens with t-shirts, I know a lot of people come over from t-shirts and mugs. It's like, you're already in the print on demand world. So it makes sense that when you see ShineOn, you're excited about it almost immediately. But another benefit is that you really don't have a lot of returns on these products. In fact, I will show you guys, if you guys can see this on my camera. Whoop. Right there is my little stack of returns. I do let people keep their products a lot because I don't really like returns. I don't care about them, and I don't care about the money from getting a return. But you can see there's only like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, okay, 10. And I have sold thousands of products. That is huge, guys, because you're not going to lose as much money. With my t-shirt store, oh my gosh, all the returns you get. It's like, it didn't fit. I didn't like the fabric. It was too itchy. It was this. People don't feel that way. They're so excited about these products. It really sells itself with the right messaging, the right design. It's just, you don't, I wish I could explain to you, if you're new to this or if you're coming from other print on demand products, just how like all these little things make your world so much easier, and you're going to make so much more money. Another benefit is because they're small, you have less shipping charges, and if you're selling on Amazon, you have smaller storage fees. It's like amazing. Like that adds up really fast, and because it's small, we're making more money. Like, it's so cool how many different angles that we can look at and go like, this is so great. Like, I can't tell you enough that the opportunity is amazing with Etsy. And with just a few sales a day, you really can make a difference in your life, whatever your goal will be. Some people it's a full-time income. Some people it's just like a dream vacation. And all of those are great desires to have. And that they can happen with just a few sales a day.
Yeah, that's amazing. So if you're new here, you should be getting excited, because if you don't have money to spend on Facebook or TikTok, Etsy and Amazon are your dream come true, right? Because for very minimal cost, you're getting products out into the world. Each of those products represents an opportunity, and you can make a boatload of money on it. So, hey, Anna, just in the interest of time, we have 25 slides left. Yeah,
We
so
talk too much.
I just want to honor your time because I know you're busy.
Okay,
So maybe we
I
may
actually
need to,
think we're good. So maybe let's go for like another. I think we could do like 15 minutes of slides, and I'll do like super speed. Does that sound good?
okay, yeah, that's
And then we
fine.
can do Q&A at the end.
Okay, sounds
That
great.
sound good? Okay,
Yep.
sounds good.
All right. How do we get started?
Okay, so first thing, you want to sign up on Shopify. I prefer Shopify Lite. If you're not doing Facebook ads, then just get Shopify Lite. You can get a free 14-day trial, and then it's only $9 a month. Now, when this slide was made, you needed to have a separate email from your platform email. That's not true anymore. ShineOn has fixed that. So just disregard that step. All right, next slide. Okay, next, you will want to sign up with Etsy. Let's see here. Here's some steps that you can follow. I think, Michael, you can give these slides out afterwards, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Yep. Then you can look at these slides and you can use this to create your shipping template. And then you can also add a listing, and then your shop will be open. So that's pretty cool. I have a Facebook group. It's called ShineOn Selling Strategies. If you go into that, I have a link, this same link posted to get your 40 free listings as well. So you can get that link in my group as well. Next one. Okay, next, you're going to want to sign up for SedCommerce. And you do want to do it in this order because it just makes things easier. So SedCommerce will help you link with Shopify and Etsy. That's the integration I like to use. They do, I think, have a free trial, and then it's $30 a month. So some people are like, oh, that's an expense. Guys, $30 a month. You're a business. You can afford $30 a month because you couldn't pay somebody $30 a month to do what SedCommerce will do for you. So it's super simple. And then if you reach out to Shubhab in the chat, or anyone in the chat, just tell them that Anna sent you, and then they have a coupon code for you. So that's the next step.
So sign up with Shopify, then Etsy, then SedCommerce, get it all talking to each other, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yep. And then your system.
Okay. So first phase is you got to set up your foundation. You want to get everything set up. And I know it seems like, okay, that's so simple, but it actually does take up quite a bit of work, and you want to make sure that the setup is right. So you get your foundational account set up, and then you're ready to go. Next step. Then you want to start listing. This is the second phase. Obviously, you need to have your store set up, and then this will allow you to get products up onto Etsy. So I like to use eRank for my research on Etsy, but I will have to say that anytime you use a keyword research tool for platforms like Etsy and Amazon, that usually the keyword tools like eRank will work for the other platform as well. So the keywords that I find on eRank work on Amazon as well. And when I use an Amazon tool, I use them for Etsy as well. It's not like we don't need to overcomplicate it. One nice thing about eRank, it is pretty cheap, but it's a very super powerful tool that I love, and I use it every week. But this is where I start doing my research to find ideas and to find keywords so that people can find my products.
And how much is eRank a month?
I think it's $9 a month for their professional level package.
Yeah, it's dirt cheap. It's definitely worth the investment as a tool.
It is. So Amazon tools, I love Amazon tools too, but I do find that they're more expensive. So this, even if you're trying to work both platforms, you can even use eRank just for Amazon, and it's fine.
Yeah, that is the weird thing about eRank, is it pulls in Amazon search results as well.
It does,
I forgot about that.
But buyer intent is it's not exact, but it's pretty similar, and so you can find that the crossover works really well for both.
I don't think any of them are 100% correct anyway. So it's just, if it's directionally correct, it's probably as good as it gets.
Yeah, I think exactly.
Okay.
So when I'm looking at eRank or any tool that I'm using for keywords, what I'm looking for is keywords with low competition. The reason why is because you don't want to be using keywords that a million people are trying to sell on. Okay. You're just going to be buried, especially if you're a new store and you don't have any credibility. Your listings are going to end up in the Etsy graveyard. You don't want to be in the Etsy graveyard. You want to be in the Amazon graveyard. So I like to look for things. The key is things that are in the green. Now, it won't always be in the green. You're just trying your best to find things that are in the green. You're going to have a mix of keywords. You can have up to 13 keywords on Etsy because you want different ways. You want to have different keywords that people are using to find a certain product. So let me give you an example of, let me think of one that I've seen recently. I'm trying to think of an example here. What do I have right there? Okay, well, here's one. So mom Christmas gift from daughter. Okay, somebody might use that, but maybe mom gift from daughter. It could also be like mom birthday gift, mom Christmas gift, mom Valentine's gift, mom wedding gift. So you can see that you can make like a mom gift around all those keywords, and people are using different words to describe a product that you could build, and then they could find you, right? So you want to find those variety of ways that people search for things and then have that in your listing.
So roughly speaking, you're looking for something that has relatively high searches but low competition, right?
Yep.
Because
Yep.
it just
Exactly.
increases your odds of being able to create a listing for that keyword that gets noticed and gets
Yep.
traction
Yeah,
and gets
exactly.
sales, right? Okay.
And you don't want to have like, if you were to just have like search volume that was like 50, that's just not exciting. You need to have a balance of lower competition but has some search volume to support sales,
Yeah,
right?
it needs to be worth your time,
It
right?
needs to be,
Yeah.
exactly. It needs to have a,
Okay.
yeah, yep, yep. So, um, in eRank, I like to use Keyword Explorer because that helps me look for trends. So you can see here the search trend, how, where or what time of year somebody might be buying a product. So you will see if you were to type in mom gift right now, probably there would be a huge spike that is happening. Okay, because Mother's Day is coming up. So I like to see, well, what are the trends? Today I was looking at a gift for son keyword, and really there wasn't a lot of search volume until Q4. So that tells me, hey, maybe I want to either look for a different niche, or at Q4 I want to wait and go heavy in that because it's such in demand time for the keyword son, gift for son.
Awesome.
Yes. Um Okay. And then I also like to use my keyword tool. So this is kind of giving screenshots of the different tools that are in eRank. The last one is Keyword Explorer. So this just kind of gives you
Is that this one?
ideas. What? No,
Is
this
that
is
this
actually,
one right here?
no, it's the last screen. This
Oh, this
one,
one. Got it.
yeah,
Okay.
this one's Keyword Explorer. And probably from looking at it on the screen like this, you can't tell the difference, but there is actually a difference. Keyword Explorer will kind of give you a variety of ideas, where the keyword tool will focus specifically on one keyword and then give you like more ideas around that keyword. So maybe for sympathy gift, then it also, people who search for sympathy gift also are looking for maybe like a cancer gift. Like they go hand in hand. And so in the keyword tool, that's what Etsy is showing us, is like, hey, these are related keywords when people are looking for this specific keyword. And then you can see here on the right hand corner, in the bottom part, it will also show you listings that are getting sales or potentially getting sales with those keywords, so you can see, well, what else are people using too?
Here, let me
Maybe maybe
go
you're
ahead.
not,
I'm gonna just see if I can. It's
maybe you
gonna get
can,
all blurry, but I'm gonna see if I can make it a little bigger. Oh wow, it actually doesn't look that bad.
okay, cool.
All right, so this slide's gonna get ugly, but I think it'll be helpful because a lot of people struggle with tags, and
Yeah.
this tool shows you the tags of all the top ranking products, right?
Yep, exactly. So you can see here, like the one that Michael's circling right now, you have sympathy gift, memorial gift, condolence gift, bereavement gift. So these are all kind of in that same category, that same niche, that same concept. And so you could look at this and go, okay, wow, this person is getting so many views and so many daily views. I'm going to try for that niche. And this can give you different keywords that maybe you haven't thought of before. Maybe you've thought of sympathy, but you never considered memorial. And so this is a great place to kind of spy on your competition. And we want to do that. I mean, we're all friends here in the community, but at the end of the day, you got to use these tools so you can make good decisions and so that you can compete in the marketplace.
Well, the other thing is, look, I mean, eRank is a pretty complex tool, right? We could probably spend an entire coffee with Michael just
Yeah,
going through
definitely.
everything in eRank. So, this is not meant to be exhaustive. For those of you that are seeing these screenshots and you're like, whoa, I don't, I'm maybe missing it or I don't understand something, you're probably not intended to walk away with a complete understanding of all the things
Right.
eRank can do in this. I would get the tool. It's like $10 a month. I think there's a trial on it. It's definitely worth every penny if you want to go into Etsy or Amazon and watch some YouTube videos. There's tons of free YouTube videos
Yes.
out there about what each of the tools do, and you'll be up to
Mhm.
speed in no time
Yep,
and hopefully
yep,
making some money. All right.
absolutely.
So
Um, okay, this is just showing another feature to get you more ideas. They have a trends tool, so if you're wondering like, okay, what's hot right now or what's going to be hot, what season, when should I be looking for things? They have a trends tool. You can use that on Etsy as well or in eRank.
Okay.
Go to the next one. Okay, the next thing that I do after I've looked at all these keywords, I kind of like to look and see, okay, how did I group these keywords together? And then that's when I start thinking about my perfect customer, or my perfect person is what I often say, because you want to develop your product around those keywords that you're going to use, where you're finding the opportunity. And you want to make sure that the messaging is correct. So here is an example. Today I was working on a message card for a stepmom. So if I put in the title stepmom, like to my favorite stepmom, hopefully you don't have too many of them, but if you have one stepmom, to my favorite stepmom, then you have to make sure that all your keywords are stepmom related. You can't have mother-in-law, you can't have foster mom, because that changes everything, right? That does not connect with your product anymore. Stepmom does, but not foster mom or mother-in-law. Now, if you were to put to my bonus mom and the messaging was a little bit broader, then you could stretch out your keywords more. Now, either of those strategies are okay, but the point of this is to think about your perfect customer and making sure that each one of your keywords, or each word that you're using in your keywords, is going to connect with your message, because you want them to say yes. And if somebody's looking for a foster mom gift and they see a stepmom gift, well, guess what? Your card is going to go in the Etsy graveyard, because people will see it and go, well, that's not what I'm looking for. And that's going to tell Etsy, hey, that's not what anybody's looking for, if they type in that, and they're just going to say goodbye to that listing.
And speaking of, you can't improve the listings. From what I understand, it's better to kind of recreate the listing, right? Like, don't go into an old one and edit it to perfection. Recreate it with the changes. Is that correct?
Kind of. It depends on what's happening.
Okay.
If it's doing
Educate me. I don't know. That was my understanding of it about a year ago.
Yeah. So if your product is doing really well, or is having some success, then that is correct. You don't want to touch anything, because Etsy, I say, is kind of like a tortoise. They're very, very slow in getting the changes into the algorithm and seeing how they affect your listings. So, if you make a mistake on a product that's doing well, it could take you like 60 days to recover that mistake. So you don't want to make changes on Etsy. I say you can add to Etsy, but never take away. And then if you have a product that really isn't performing, or maybe you're getting clicks, or maybe you're getting lots of favorites, but it's not converting, you can make changes on the listing at that point. And then you just renew the product then. So it just kind of depends on what's happening with a particular listing, if you want to do that.
Okay, so next, Vela.
Next is Vela, another tool, guys. I love tools, because I, again, want to make everything easy for me, and I want to make it easy for everybody else. Like, this is something my daughter could do. My daughter, actually, my 9-year-old, has actually sold a message card before.
I thought about featuring. You gave us a picture of her last time. I thought about bringing it in here again.
Yeah, I did, huh?
Yeah, she's like probably our youngest, most successful ShineOn seller.
Yes. So yeah, she can do it. You can too. So Get Vela, it is an app. It used to be free, but they recently started to charge. I think it's like $9 a month. But again, it's one of those tools where it's like, is your time worth more than $9 a month? Then if you're a human, the answer is yes. And that's why you're going to get Vela, because it's worth it. What Vela allows you to do is it connects to your Etsy store and allows you to make bulk changes on your listings. So you're not going into every single listing and making any change that you need to make. And there are changes that you're going to have to make. You need to add in your keywords. You might want to add some different pictures. You might want to add a video. Maybe it's your title, whatever it is, it will allow you to do that in bulk and save you a lot of time.
Okay, very cool. By the way, I have used Vela, and I agree with you. It's way, way, way easier than editing listings.
Way easier, and they also link to your Shopify store too, and you can make bulk changes in Shopify.
Okay, I didn't know that part.
Yeah, cool. So that's actually cool for anybody. And then you want to outshine your competition. This is kind of like my last step. This is obviously people's favorite part, because that means you're making sales and that you have found something that people are saying yes to. So I like to increase my cart value by offering complementary products. So complementary might be that you are adding to the niche, or you might be adding maybe it's like earrings that go with a necklace, or a certain product that just matches what's already selling. I also like to think of products that people can buy in groups, because that will also increase your cart value. And anytime you can get people to put more money into the cart, that is a good thing, because that means that you're going to make more money. So those are 2 tips on how to get more out of your bestsellers.
Very, very cool. I was going to mention this earlier when you had your little table talking about, in fact, I'm just going to go back to it real quickly.
Cool.
Here, right? $20 times the number of units times the number of days is kind of what you have going on here. The thing is, this can be a heck of a lot more than $20, right?
Yeah,
yeah. And if you start to increase that average order value, this goes up. The amount of money you pocket goes up, even though the number of units you're selling can remain the same. So it's pretty freaking amazing. All right, let's get into some Q&A. I think that's
let's do it. I think we kind of covered. Yeah, we covered everything. Cool. All right.
So let's get into some Q&A. So whatever questions you have for Etsy, for Amazon, things like that, go ahead and start asking them now. I'm probably going to pick one person here you know what? Actually, I'm going to pick on somebody. And in exchange for picking on you, I'm going to give you a free ticket to our virtual mastermind. So I apologize, Joe, but I'm going to pick on you. Joe said, I'm such a procrastinator. I want to know everything before I do anything. Ugh. And then he says, I was in the Christmas challenge and didn't list one product. That's not going to happen for Mother's Day. So here's what we're going to do. First of all, we as a community are very lovingly going to hold Joe accountable to actually launching some products this Mother's Day. Okay. So Joe, we got our eye on you. You're going to be launching products this Mother's Day. We as a community in love, people, are going to hold Joe accountable to taking some action, getting some products up, making some sales. I'm also, just so you remember this, I'm also, and to make you feel a little bit guilty in a loving way, I'm going to give you a free ticket to the virtual mastermind. So Joe, you got a free ticket coming to the virtual mastermind, which is next Wednesday. It will be recorded. So if you can't join it live, that'll be okay. You can get the recordings afterwards. But we as a community are going to help you, man, to achieve your dreams. Awesome. So thanks for sharing the struggle here. I just felt like, I don't know. I saw the comment earlier. I was like, I want to help this man. So Joe, free ticket coming your way, buddy. Thanks for sharing.
Heck yeah.
All right. Look, see, we're rooting for you.
I know.
Go, Joe. Look at that. So that Joe is not the only that Joe is not the only Joe having the problem. That's awesome. Let's do it. Okay, great. So do me a favor, everybody. Start dropping your questions now. I'm going to kind of scroll up through the chat and try to start filtering through some good ones. I'm about 30 seconds behind the live chat, so it takes me kind of a minute here to find them. So bear with me here. Virtualmastermind.shineon.com. I am going to have a slide here in just a second with the mastermind details. So if you want those, don't worry. Keep in mind, this is the first one we've ever done. We're kind of learning the ropes here, learning as we go. So this is not going to be a perfect mastermind at all. So I just ask that you guys have some grace with us. Like, I know our sales page right now is I'm not even sure it's displaying the ticket price in USD right now. So we got to figure some things out, but we will. Have confidence, have faith. All right, let's keep going. Questions. Bear with me. Let's see. See if this is a good one. Is there a trick we can use when Etsy doesn't show drafts? I upload products from ShineOn to Etsy. However, I'm unable to open the drafts in Etsy. Draft section is gray in color. Drafts is non-clickable. Have you ever had that problem?
Never had that problem. So I'm so sorry. Yeah, I usually can find an answer for most everything, but this is actually something I've never even heard of before. So,
I'm going to.
um, yeah, I'm so sorry.
Well,
I would reach out to support. That's just one of
it's
those, a
it's
weird thing.
it's weird that it's in Etsy that you're having the problem to me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
maybe hit up Etsy support and see. And also at the on the ShineOn side, I've not heard that from any other seller. So maybe hit up Etsy support first and see if they can help you. All
Yeah.
right. Let's see. Here, Sama says lots of valuable information. Thank you, Anna.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
All right, let's see. For new shops, do you recommend using Etsy ads? If yes, when is the right time to start for Mother's Day?
Okay. I have a really, I don't know. I don't really love Etsy ads. I've gone through different variations. I've kind of found something that works for me, but I do tell people like it doesn't ever hurt to put Etsy ads on for like one or two dollars a day, $3 a day, $5 a day. Like that doesn't hurt anything, and that definitely can get you sales. And you can see Etsy just does. I feel like you doesn't spend money very well on Etsy ads, but definitely give it a try. It doesn't hurt. And when is the time to start for Mother's Day? The best time to start would have been about 4 weeks ago, but since we're not there anymore, the best time is to start today.
Yeah, 100% agree with you on that. It's so regarding the ads. So something that's interesting is Etsy has started to open up their ads a little bit more, where you can actually target keywords or
Yes,
turn off.
yeah. Turn off
Uh,
keywords.
yeah, things like that. And there was one seller inside of our Facebook group that was actually doing really good
Hmm.
with their Etsy ads. I can't remember
Yeah,
who it was,
yeah. I know who you're
but if
talking
you're
about.
listening to this, now might be a great time to drop kind of a screenshot of your sales and what you're doing with your ads. And maybe I'll feature you next week for some swag. All
Yeah.
right. Let's see. Uh, how do you add your complimentary most effectively?
Complimentary products. It
Do
just
you understand the
depends.
question?
Yeah, I understand the question. So they're asking, how do
Okay.
you add, like, what's the most effective way of adding complimentary products? And it really just depends on what you're selling, and think about what people would want to buy, like in addition to. So if somebody was buying something for their mom, would they want to buy something for their dad too? Could you put that next to each other? And then you can add links into your description. So maybe if you know that you have something that sells well together, put that in your link, put it in your pictures, show people like what you have, because they might go looking for it otherwise, or they might already be looking for it, or maybe they don't even know they're looking for it, but they see it and they're like, that's so exciting, that's perfect. So yeah, you just got to think about what people would buy together and then show them, make it easy for them. You always want to give your customers the easy button, so put it in the description, put it in your pictures, and let people know that you have that product that sells well.
All right. Next, Facebook user. How long did it take you to make your first sale?
So I got this question a lot. I want to say it only took like a week, but I like to preface that I've been doing e-commerce for years now. So like I haven't this, but selling ShineOn products has by far been my most successful endeavor. Um, and I definitely, yeah, definitely the best opportunity I've had, and I'm so grateful for it. But I did have previous experience, so I didn't have quite the learning curve. I kind of knew what I was looking for, what I wanted, what was important. I knew about keywords. So, but never compare yourself to somebody else, because you'll always feel not good enough. And like I was saying to Michael earlier, at one point I said, like, I have a goal to sell or to put up 15,000 products. And if you look at it that way, then you have to keep in the game much longer. And the longer you keep in the game, the greater your chances are to be closer to that one product that could change everything for you, or help you meet your goals, whatever that is, right? And that's going to look different for everybody, which is fine. But yeah, don't worry so much about how long it took to get your first sale. Think about, how long will it take me to learn about keywords? How long will it take me to get my store up? How long will it take me, you know, like, think about your schedule more. And that sale will come a lot faster with that mentality than if you're worried about, like, well, what did she do or what did he do? Because it's just going to vary. There are some people that have done Facebook ads for months and then they finally get their winner. Some people go into it a month. You just never know what your story will be. And
Yeah,
so you really
true.
have to focus on you and developing your own story, or else it really is a limiting belief when you have that question. And
I'll tell you too, like
Mm.
very, very, very few people like come out of the gate completely fresh and hit a winner. Very
Yeah.
few people do that. Almost everybody I know that has gotten good at this, it took time. It took
Yeah.
investment. They had to learn the ropes.
Uh-huh.
There's definitely a learning curve to this. I try to tell everybody it's a skill, and just like any other
Yeah.
skill, it takes time to learn. You're not going
Right.
to, you can't get into the NFL if you've never played football before. It
Right.
takes a
It does.
lot of time, practice,
Right.
training, pain, suffering, hurt, the desire to not give up. Right? You
Yeah,
have to have
it's
some
true.
grit and determination.
You
Um,
really do, yeah. And we have these videos and they're so awesome. There's so much value in them. And obviously there's like I'm a super social person and I'm excitable about lots of things. I like all kinds of things, okay? But it and we talk about our numbers, right? It's like, "Oh man, I made this amount of money." And it's super exciting and it hypes people up. But at the end of the day, like when I go sit down to make listings, it's boring. Like it's not always exciting. Like I've had months where it's just not exciting. It's boring and I don't want to do it. And there's lots of days where I'm like, okay, what do I do next? Am I doing this right? What am I, how do I navigate this? Um, that's the reality of this is it's super exciting and the opportunity is amazing. But if you were to open up a brick and mortar store, think about the investment you would have to have. You couldn't just quit after a week because you didn't get your first sale. Like you have to be committed with a business, almost anything else other than this. So the fact that you could grind away at this for 3 months, essentially with no costs, is insane. Like absolutely insane that you even if you put $3,000 into this and it took you 3 months, 6 months to start seeing some sales, like that is insane.
Yeah, there's
So,
basically, I mean, there's very, very little risk, very, very little risk,
yes,
and your
very, very
potential
little.
upside is just, it's ridiculous. So you have about that much downside and a near
Yeah,
infinite amount of upside. That's
right.
that's what I meant about my leverage comment earlier. It's like it's just unbelievable to me that this opportunity even exists.
Yeah,
Like really, like when I sit down and think about it, I'm just like, it doesn't feel like it should be real, but it
yeah.
is,
But
right?
it is, and it's super
Um,
exciting, and it's exciting because of the potential, but the work of it can be a grind. Sometimes you don't want to upload another product. Sometimes I just don't. Sometimes I don't wanna write things. Sometimes I don't wanna do any more research. And it's like there are just things that are boring, but we talk about this and we get excited about it because it's the potential that's exciting. And it's the fact that, yeah, if you can be kind of anywhere in the world and have almost no capital and you can make a real business, but you have to look at it that way. People want to come in and think it's like a quick buck, and it can be for some, but for some people you have to realize it's like it is a business. And so you need to go in focused with the idea that you're committed. This is like long term. This is something that you're just going to keep grinding away at because it's a business. Right? So that's something that I would keep in mind is watch out for limiting beliefs. When you have a question like, well, how much did you make? How long did it take you that? Or that person did this and I didn't do this. Like, you got to just get rid of that and just focus and stick to the process. And eventually it will come. But yeah, that's my
no, I think
suggestion.
those are good words. All right, how do I improve my conversion rate?
Oh, conversion rate. You can improve your conversion rate you need to consider your keywords, your SEO. Is your SEO good? Is it matching to your perfect, like, are the keywords you're using matching to your perfect person? If you're not matching to your perfect person, it's like dating. If you show up and you have the wrong product to your date, they're gonna leave you, right? You have to like have the perfect emotional chemistry with your buyer and your product to get that conversion. So that's important. Second, you need to make sure that your design is readable. So you need to make sure they can see your title. They can actually start reading your words. You only have 2 to 3 seconds to catch somebody's attention. So if you're not doing that, then your conversion rate will go down because they can't see your product and they're not going to be interested in it if they can't. You also want to make sure that, let's see, your phrase is going to be relatable as well. So, you might have good keywords, you might have a decent design, but the phrase is what pays, right? That's the classic slogan there. And that is true on Etsy and Amazon, absolutely. And so you also need to make sure your phrase is right. So those are three things that you can consider to improve your conversion rate.
All right. I think we're going to, let's take one more question. I think this is a good one to kind of wrap up on, and then we'll start moving towards the end here. So this is from Daniela. How can we get into Anna's course? I joined the Facebook group, but where do I go from there?
You can go to ShineOnStars.com. I recently just updated my course to have more Amazon focus. So it's actually, it has Etsy stuff. It's just my system. How do I work both Etsy and Amazon without doing double the amount of work? And I haven't uploaded my sales page yet. I haven't changed it yet. So if you go on there, know that it's kind of Etsy focused right now, but all my Amazon stuff is in there. And that's at www.shineonstars.com. And you can come to my Facebook group at ShineOn Selling Strategies as well.
ShineOnStars.com, right?
ShineOnStars.com.
Okay, yeah. Perfect. Thank you very much for sharing that. And thanks for coming on today to drop the bombs.
Woo! I love it. And, I have to say, I love this community too. It's super positive. It's a great place to be. And you would be surprised at how helpful people are. And I don't think you can say that in all communities, but it's a great place to be.
Yeah. It's super unique. I've never seen anything quite like it, honestly.
Yeah,
especially not on Facebook. Like the community, it's not only super helpful, but I don't know what it is. I mean, think like, do the first names of anybody at one of the other print on demand companies? At T-Launch or Printify or Printful or Guten or there's no face to the company. And something that I found super interesting here is like many of us here at the company get to know the sellers. I mean, we know your first names, we know your faces, we know where you live. We've been part of like your journey for a period of time, and it feels like a family. It's just, I don't know. It's super unique. It's super cool. I love it.
It's a fun place to be. Yeah.
So Mother's Day, again, some key dates: March 27th, UK and Ireland. If you speak another language, you can get a kind of a slight edge over everybody else and focus on one of these other ones. May 8th is the big kahuna: USA, Australia, Canada, and New Zealand. All these huge English-speaking markets are going to be buying Mother's Day gifts like you would not believe. We also fulfill from Amsterdam now. So your 2 to 7 day shipping anywhere, business days, anywhere in Europe right now. So definitely take advantage of that. Also, May 29th, if you speak French, you have France. We also have Sweden. If you've got some, in fact, I think you could probably market in Sweden using English. You'd probably get more sales if you did some conversion there. But anyway, France is another huge market. So if you speak French, go after the France market. That's May 29th. So you have like a whole, what I would do if I spoke French, I'd just see what sold really well on May 8th. I'd put my own little spin on it, and then I'd just sell it right here in France for May 29th.
Good idea. That's a good idea. Hey, do you know when the cutoff dates are going to be this year?
No, but they're typically between 6 and 8 days before the holiday. It kind of depends on the day the holiday falls on.
Sure.
It always makes it a little bit tricky. So we should post those though soon. I'll make a note of that. Cool. We should probably get those out soon, especially since sales are going to start to climb here. All right, the virtual mastermind that I teased about earlier, I got a slide made. If you guys saw me kind of over here typing while we were talking, that's what I was doing. I was trying to get this together. So here's the virtual mastermind. Again, we kept this internal for the first one. We want to bring on some other speakers, but for this first one, we were like, let's make sure we can actually execute on this well first. So we just kind of kept it internal to just ShineOn peeps. So here's the mastermind. We're gonna have John, Steven, me, Jim, and Kirsten. I'm just doing a little Q&A for a period of time. It's on March 23rd, so it's next Wednesday. You should be able to get tickets by going to virtualmastermind.shineon.com, virtualmastermind.shineon.com. The tickets are roughly $100 USD, but I think the price is displaying in euros for some reason. But it should be roughly the equivalent of $100 USD. So again, virtualmastermind.shineon.com if you'd like to attend this. Now, I've got to tell you, this is going to be pretty high level, right? This is not going to be newbie information. If you're new, this may be over your head, this mastermind. This was originally a prize for Q4 for all of our top, I can't remember how many sellers won it, but I mean, it's like our top 100 sellers got this for free. And then we're also going to sell tickets to it as well. It's going to be recorded. You'll be able to get the recordings. Another thing is, if you buy tickets to this one, I probably shouldn't, I'm going to hold my tongue. I can tell you we're going to have two of these, right? We're going to have one March 23rd. We're going to have another one around August, September to gear up for Q4, right? So we're going to have one here and then another one August, September timeframe to gear up for Q4. I can say that all of the contest winners will get free tickets to the one in August, September as well. So anyway, we're excited about this first one we've ever done. We look forward to seeing where it goes. In the August, September one, we'll have other speakers as well. And Anna, start thinking about that.
You know, I'll be there.
Yeah,
always.
It'd be great with some advanced stuff. That'd be awesome. All right, if you like ShineOn, right? If you've made some money with it, if you want to tell your friends about it, whatever, we have an affiliate or a referral program. You can make 75 cents an order if somebody signs up through your affiliate link. To get it, you have to have had at least 100 sales to unlock it. Go inside of the dashboard, click referrals, and then up here in the top right, you're going to see your magic referral link. Drop that link to your friends in Facebook groups you're part of, other coaching groups, I don't know, on your Twitter profile, wherever you talk to other e-commerce people, share the link with them. If they sign up through the link, you'll get 75 cents an order for everything that they send through it. And then finally, until next time, if you want to sign up with ShineOn, go to shineon.com. You can sign up in 60 seconds and begin selling. It's awesome. If you're watching on YouTube, you need to make sure you join our Facebook group because it's an amazing community. Never seen anything like it. Go to bit.ly/GoShineOn, bit.ly/GoShineOn. It's the most engaged Facebook group, e-commerce Facebook group on the planet that we're aware of. And we did actually try to run the numbers to confirm that. So if you're on Facebook, right, and you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, go do that, youtube.com/C/ShineOnPod. And then also don't forget to follow us on Instagram. We have new Instagram content dropping this week. So Instagram.com/ShineOn. We've got kind of a whole new campaign we're kicking off there. It's going to be pretty cool. It's going to share unique content that we're not really putting anywhere else. So again, Instagram.com/ShineOn to see that. So thanks everybody for joining. Until next time, happy selling. Take care, everybody.
Bye.
Have a great weekend.